Tonight only on 16 WAPT, a family going through the unimaginable. Their daughter impregnated after being raped. They faced a gut-wrenching decision and decided to end the pregnancy. But what happens to a rape victim in Mississippi where there are no abortion clinics? We're disguising the identity of the parents and their daughter, but this is their story.
Being in the room where she was at, explaining how she got pregnant was where my world really shattered.
We're calling them Jane and John Doe to protect their young teenage daughter. They told us about sitting with sheriff's deputies as she detailed how she was raped.
When did you guys start to try to figure out what you were all gonna do?
Immediately.
I mean, it wasn't no trying to wait and waste time or anything like this. Our first instinct is her future.
The Does say they'd never supported abortion, but the trauma their daughter experienced convinced them it was the right choice.
Do you guys keep up with what was happening with abortion laws in Mississippi? Did you even know?
No.
We didn't until after we was trying to find places that would, and they told us if we would have knew about it at least 3 days ahead that we could have got an abortion in Mississippi.
Mississippi's only abortion clinic closed July 6th in the wake of the Supreme Court decision in Mississippi's case to overturn Roe v. Wade. State law allows abortions in cases of rape if you can find a doctor willing to do the procedure, but the Does didn't know where to turn.
I called my OB, the one that delivered my babies. And I explained my situation to him. It was the ugliest feeling having to explain to the doctor that delivered your child that she was raped. And then him having to tell you that he can't do anything to him. He gave me the number to Louisiana Clinic.
The Louisiana clinic was also closed. Volunteers told Jane Doe to try New Mexico. That's where Mississippi's abortion clinic relocated.
I called the New Mexico place. It was just too far when I Googled it.
The closest clinic Jane Doe could find was in Illinois, Planned Parenthood, Fairview Heights, a 7.5-hour drive. Jane Doe called.
She's seen the severity of the nature and she squeezed her in. She told me the cost. $15.95.
Jane didn't know where she would find that kind of money.
We tried. It was 2 weeks. We tried. I booked our hotel. That was close to $500, so it was close to $2,000. That's not including food, gas. The funds was the hardest to come up with.
We have seen an increase of nearly or a little over 300% in demand from folks coming from outside of our bi-state area.
Dr. Colleen McNicholas is the Chief Medical Officer for Planned Parenthood's St. Louis region, of which the Fairview Heights Clinic is a part. Her clinic is seeing a rush of families like the Does. Since June, the average wait time for an abortion here has increased from 2 to 3 days to 2 to 3 weeks.
We are now seeing folks 6 days a week, 10 hours a day. And we have a system by which we help folks who are navigating significant logistic barriers and helping them figure out how they're actually going to get to us.
The Does requested sedation for their daughter during the procedure. They say the most difficult part was when she woke up.
I questioned myself, did I do the right thing? Did I commit a mistake? Was I wrong? Did I just ruin her life? Did I make it better?
The Does say they feel they made the best decision they could for their daughter, but the trauma of the rape she experienced is life-changing.
Well, done scheduled her with 2 different therapists to where they can try to talk to her and get her past it, but I don't never think she'll get past it. She'll learn to cope with it, but it's still gonna be something eating at her the rest of her life. And life will never be normal again.
The Doe family thought long and hard about whether to share their story. They did it because they wanted other families who might find themselves in a similar situation to know what they went through. As for the suspects in their daughter's case, they are charged with sexual battery.